America is certainly known as a land of immigrants. And there is perhaps no older connection between the new country and the old world than the one with England. So many Americans can trace their lineage to England as well as to Scotland and Ireland. So, when it was time to choose an exciting and educational destination for their next adventure, this group chose to visit the United Kingdom. A well-planned tour is the ideal way to go. The itinerary is well conceived and is designed to allow visitors to experience as much as there is to offer in this enchanting place. From the ancient castles and quaint architecture, to the farms and villages and larger metro areas, all tied together by the incredibly beautiful countryside, a trip to the United Kingdom is truly an educational and entertaining adventure. A September 5th departure had the group heading off to Dublin with a connection to London. Here, the sights and sounds of one of the world's great cities were experienced. The weather was about what might be expected: cool, a little cloudy and damp, but surely good for exploring the sights. From London, it was off to Stratford-upon-Avon, perhaps best known as home of the renowned William Shakespeare. The skies were bright, and it was perfect for checking out everything this quaint town offered. One of the great things about traveling to new places is the opportunity to be pleasantly surprised. Most of us knew nothing about the town of York, England, but nearly everyone was enchanted by this little jewel. York was a walled city in the northeast. A real highlight was touring their 13th century masterpiece, the York Minster. The city walls form a walkway on both sides of the River Ouse. From its definite Roman influence to the still-standing architecture more than 800 years old, it's a history buff's delight. Somehow, 140,000 people live comfortably within York's compact area. York annually contributes more than £5 billion to the UK economy, so this old town remains a very vibrant and relevant place. England is but a part of the UK. Heading further north, we soon reached Scotland by the 9th. The line separating England from Scotland is a bit like Club Avenue separating Bethlehem from Allentown. Scotland is perhaps best known for the Loch Ness, bagpipes, Scotch whisky, kilts and of course, its lovely Highlands. Scotland is also home to nearly 800 islands, the oldest tree in Europe, and to the original James Bond. We went to Edinburgh, the capital. The scenery was breathtaking, and history is everywhere. As with most of the UK, there's a charming mix of traditional and progressive ideas at work here. A real highlight of the stay in Scotland was a dinner show during which we experienced the music, dance and culture of this place. By September 12th, we were on the way to Ireland. This island country's history and its connection to England was and even today remains somewhat contentious. Ireland is of course home to Oscar Wilde, Trinity College, medieval castles and of course, to Guinness beer. And the countryside makes it obvious why this is known as the Emerald Isle. Ireland is a fairly large island, but it is actually smaller than the state of Pennsylvania, so getting about by car or coach is manageable. Our local explained the history and also the political and religious differences which have led to some long-standing issues here. There are memorials and other obvious reminders of the struggles even today. While travelling from Belfast to Dublin and places in between, we learned about the ship-making traditions as well as the beer brewing legacy. We were able to explore the rocky coast at Bushmills. We found Londonderry to be very historic in nature. Another walled city, Derry is the second largest in Northern Ireland. This town's history dates back to the 6th century. Donegal was lovely, and was perhaps the place where the group really enjoyed their overnight stay best. The accommodations were superb. The area around County Galway featured beautiful scenery, historic sites and perhaps unexpectedly, a wonderful stop at charming Glen Keane. Here, we received a demonstration of sheep herding and enjoyed traditional music and a wonderful lunch. Galway is the ancestral home to one of our travelling partners, so this was a special treat. A castle and a Victorian garden highlighted this stop. The capital of the Republic of Ireland is Dublin. As such, the group noticed that this city seemed more modern with regard to its architecture. In many ways, Dublin seemed more American than European. Despite this, Dublin dates all the way back to the 7th century. It's a city of canals, rivers and railways. Dublin also seemed to have more suburban development than the other areas. Two special highlights were the tour of the Guinness facility. This was a self-guided tour and it was topped off by a tasting of the famous brew. The large tasting area was located at the top of the building with expansive 360-degree views of the city. A real entertaining experience was the dinner at the Brehon Lodge at Taylor's Cabaret. Although the meal and the entertainment was fun, we were somewhat surprised by the guest appearance of an unscheduled performer.